When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
The road to the NBA Finals ends here, with star guards setting the tone. The Cavs eye another upset, while the Knicks carry the dreams of all of New York. Bang! The Eastern Conference Finals, Cavaliers-Knicks, Game 1, tonight on ESPN.
He can't touch what?
He cannot touch mine.
He can't touch yours?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't. It's just a set rule.
Hey, do you have another one in there?
I have several.
I want to touch yours.
No.
This is the plaintiff, Monica Arroyo. She says she's the founder of the Ladies of Essence Social Club, which is a circle of women who get together and do things for the community. When new members join, they're required to pay monthly dues and an initiation fee. The defendant joined her club, ended up leaving, but still owes her dues in the amount of $170. And that's just what she's suing for today. This is the defendant, Estrella Briggs. She says the plaintiff has some nerve suing her for monthly dues for a club because there's no such thing as a club to begin with. How can someone charge dues for a club that doesn't even exist in the first place? The plaintiff's just bitter. She owes her nothing and is pretty darn sure the judge will agree. She's accused of clubbing an issue.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Monica Arroyo?
Yes.
You are suing Estrella Briggs?
Yes.
For $170 in club dues for 6 months for the Ladies of Essence Social Club. Ladies, L-A-D-Y-Z, of
Yes.
Essence Social Club, which you are the founder and I guess president?
Yes,
What's
that's
going on?
correct.
Tell me about your club.
Well, basically, the Ladies of Essence Club was founded in 2005, September, by myself and a few other ladies. And we started this club as a circle of sisters, a place where we can get together on a monthly basis and do things for the community and, have fundraisers and support other clubs. We socialize basically more or less with motorcycle circuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out of left field. Okay, so, because you sounded like a garden tea group until you said that. So you're mostly supporting the motorcycle circuit, okay?
Right, we support the motorcycle circuit, and there's so many of us, over 1,000, and we're all over the country. So Ladies of Essence was founded by me in Brooklyn. I started the club, like I said, with a few ladies, in which when I designed the logos and so on by hand myself. For example, ladies with the Z on the end, I put the Z on there because there's a lot of clubs that start off with the name Ladies, IES, and so on. So just to change a bit so no one else can duplicate it, I put the Z on the end of that, and then came Ladies of Essence Social Club.
Okay. Did you do bylaws and everything?
Yes.
May I see the bylaws?
Sure. This is the actual bylaw book.
There we go. And then, so you would meet once a month.
Once a month.
And what would you do when you met?
When we meet on a monthly basis, we would discuss things like fundraisers or parties that we're going to go to, community service, parties for like the senior citizen home, things of that nature. And of course, then I collect the dues,
right.
At that time.
Is the club still in existence today?
Yes.
Okay. How many members?
Right now I only have 3. I have 3 new members.
The penalty between 2 involved in a dispute will be to hug your sister with sincerity.
Absolutely.
That should be the rule in my house.
Absolutely. And that's how I like to, if there's any controversy between the members in the club, I like to, everyone to sit down and like talk it out.
A lot of secrecy about not talking to other clubs about club business.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a violation. It's kind of like, a no-no.
Never turn your back to the bar at any event. Your colors must never. What are the colors? The emblem?
Actually, the colors. Can I show them to
Yeah,
you?
please. Your colors must never touch the bar. So be sure you face forward if at the bar. If you should for some reason let your colors touch the bar, you will and can be asked to pay for drinks for every person. Oh, I'd be pushing people into the bar. And when attending an event of any kind, never walk in the door before your president.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You must wait until she arrives to go into any event, no matter the weather. So dress accordingly.
Absolutely.
This is what if you're late? I got to stand out in the snow?
Absolutely.
And you're always a president? There's no election every year?
No.
You're just always a president?
I'm the founder and the president of the club.
All right.
And as far as
what went wrong? What went wrong here? You are suing because, oh yeah, let me see the emblem. Let me see it.
That's
tell
what
me
I
the laws.
designed.
Can I touch it? Is that right? Everything good?
I know.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Touch mine.
Okay,
Well, you
all
can
right.
touch that.
I don't want to do anything wrong.
He can't touch what?
He cannot
can't
touch
touch
mine
hers.
He can't touch yours?
No.
Why not?
because you can't. It's just a set rule.
Do you have another one in there?
I have several.
I want to touch yours.
No.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you what, I won't touch it. I want you to lay it out on the
Well,
thing.
actually, they put mines in the back because my logos on the back were on the front were a little racy.
Racy?
Yes.
Now we definitely want to see. Right?
Yeah, now I definitely want to see it. Where is your
They tuck it in the back.
I want
Can we get it? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
No,
I just want to see
won't touch
it. What, you are only making this juicier for me.
I'm sorry. All right.
Okay. So now, how much does it cost the lady in your club to get this vest?
To actually buy the vest, they buy it on their own. The vest itself is like $40.
Right.
And then to have the colors put on the vest is about $80.
Okay. And then when and if somebody leaves your club, they're allowed to keep the vest but not the colors.
Absolutely, as long as they do not owe any dues. If they
Right.
owe dues, then they have to surrender the entire vest and the colors.
Okay. What happened with this particular lady right here?
Well, I called her Too Hot to Trot. That's her name. She.
Wait, does everybody get a nickname?
Well, actually, every lady is allowed to choose a name that best characterize themselves.
Right.
So she said she was too hot to trot. So I went with that.
I want to join the club. All right, go ahead.
She was actually in the club. She came in the club in April. And at that time, what happened was another young lady that I was friends with, she was that one that actually brought Too Hot to Trot into the club.
Okay.
So she decided, my friend, that she no longer wanted to be in the club.
So how long was she in the club for?
Just a few months.
And then she decided she didn't want to be in the club anymore.
Well,
why?
I know that there were some other, there was another young lady in the club, and I think that they were kind of like talking about the club, some of the things that they were concerned about. So.
Well, what was her problem? Why didn't she want? What was your friend's problem?
She invited me to join the club, and when I went to the first meeting, she told me what the club was about. Like, she was saying fundraisers, going to see citizen homes, volunteering. So I liked the idea of it. So I went to the meeting. Ms. Monica was very nice to me. I felt very invited. It was a very nice atmosphere. So I decided to join. And I joined in April.
This is her.
April, like the middle
Oh, I
of April.
can't touch it.
Sorry.
Wait. Okay.
I'm not touching
Well,
it.
he's touching it.
I'm not touching it. I got
You're
it.
not touching
I'm not
it?
touching
How
it.
are you doing that?
Magic.
You have a pen?
No, I can't get in trouble. She got the motorcycle guys and stuff.
Okay, Grandpa, put it down and let me take a look.
Yeah, that's slightly racy, I would say.
It's a little racy.
Yeah, I see what. Nubian fruit?
That's my club name.
Okay. I'm here to blank up. Spank me, it's the only way I learn.
Okay.
Flip it over, I want to see what's on the other side.
Oh, actually,
I don't get
on the
it.
side, it's just the logo.
Just the logo?
Yes. Just a little.
Alrighty then. And you earned those little badges doing what? Like assisting the elderly? Like
Actually, Your Honor, I did wear it to the senior citizen Christmas party.
Did you really? How did the senior
They got a
citizens?
kick out of it.
They got a kick out of it. I bet they did. All right. Okay, so you joined the club. You like it. Everything's great until it's not. When did it turn not?
Memorial Day weekend, I have a home-based business. I went to a convention, and they went to, I believe, Myrtle Beach for the weekend. When they came back, I spoke to Ms. Hines about the trip, and everything was negative. They were arguing, they were fighting. Because of that situation, she was, Monica's character was in question, according to the other young lady that went.
So your friend who brought you in there quit. So
she didn't want to be a part of it. So I didn't want to be in the middle of what was going on.
Too much drama. So you quit.
Right. So I decided
How did you let her know that you quit?
So we spoke on the phone, had a conversation about it, and we were supposed to meet up so I could return the colors to her.
Right.
And I think the schedules, we weren't able to meet up. So she said the next meeting that we're going to have, that we'll collect dues at that meeting. So we never had another meeting because by that time, the other young lady decided to not be a part of the club anymore.
Okay.
So
now, at one point, your club had one member, you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe you ought to let people touch your vest every once in a while and walk in the door before you and stuff. Like, in other words, you cannot look down on the drama she's describing because you're creating the drama that she's describing by some of the stuff you have going on.
Well,
you want to attract people who want to do community service, but who don't necessarily want all these crazy rules like you're telling the judge that the judge can't. I really want to walk over there and just touch your vest just to show you that you will not crumble and turn into salt if I do so. All right, in any event, you quit, and you're suing her because she didn't return the vest.
She didn't return her colors. She could have kept her vest. I told Cece that she can keep the vest if she returned the colors.
So she quits in June, and it's June, July, August, September before you get the vest.
I haven't received anything yet.
Oh, you still don't have it? Do you have the vest?
She still has everything.
Can I touch your vest?
Yes.
Let me come. Why didn't you return the vest? You know how funny she is about this kind of stuff.
I went to Monica to return the vest, and what it is there's a vest, it is an armband. So I put the armband in the bag with the vest, but I don't know where it is. I couldn't find it. So I asked Monica, is it be okay? I will give her the vest back because she told me she had new members coming in. So instead of me destroying the vest, I'm not going to wear the vest. The tag is still on the vest. I spent $85 on this vest.
85. She said it was 45.
I have a receipt plus 35 for to put the.
Wait, so the vest is 85?
Is $85 for this vest. It's two receipts. One is itemized and one is I'm gonna show you because this is other things that I bought as well.
Did you like upgrade the vest?
That's the vest that the other members had. I wanted to be in uniform with the other members, so I bought. That's the vest that I purchased. That one was $85.
Okay, so go on.
So she made a suggestion because she said she had new members coming in. So she said if I give her the whole vest, she could sell the vest, and whatever money she makes from the vest, she will return to me.
Right.
But when I went to her home that day, I couldn't find the armband, the armband with the colors.
When did you finally go to her home?
September, I think September, September.
When you go in September, does she tell you, by the way, I'm going to charge you dues from June to September?
On my way, when I was leaving her house, she told me. Because she said, if you don't have the armband color to give me, I don't want anything.
Why don't you just take the vest and then we'll work on the band later? Why would you not accept the vest?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So are motorcycle people kooky by nature?
I would say so. I think you join a motorcycle club because you got a little bit of a kooky side to you. You're trying to get wild and crazy. And
Is that a true statement? Are they kooky by nature?
Oh, look, who knows? You know, if you want to get on a bike and ride and be free, I suppose, you know.
Are they generally kooky people or not? Are they like everybody else?
I'd say they're like everybody else.
What do you think?
No, they're not like everybody else. Come on.
Why? Just because they want to be free on a bike?
What happens if you tip over?
Well, no. That just shows they're stupid.
Well,
no, I'm kidding. Going inside the courtroom.
Well, I would have taken the vest, Your Honor, but I told her they signed an agreement. They have to return everything.
Okay,
everything.
But, so here's the fact. I'm standing on your door stoop. Mm-hmm. I have the vest. I do not know where the armband is. Mm-hmm. So you tell me to go away with the vest?
I didn't tell her to go away.
What is that going to help?
I told Cece, she was in my kitchen area. I told Cece, I said, listen, I need everything in its entirety. I said, why don't you just take the vest, bring back everything together, and then we can just do this. And you can sign the resignation form, and then it'll be over.
Let's see what it says about where should I look for the information on returning the colors.
Okay, I have here. Here is a copy of what that she signed regarding the returning of colors.
You must surrender your entire jacket. If at the time that you are no longer a member of the club or your dues are up to date, your balance is zero, you will be refunded $40. Mm-hmm. What is it you're suing for? $170, which is dues until this month. That's it? That's what you're suing for?
Yeah, as long as she doesn't sign a resignation and return her colors, she's still considered a club member.
Okay, show me where I look at that.
Okay. And the bylaws. Where it says resignation, the brief review of the bylaws.
Let me look at what you're looking at.
But it's right here. I'm going to put it right here so you can see it. It's here.
It's fine. Hand it over.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I, as president of Ladies of Essence, require is that you leave by signing the necessary document and surrender your colors without prejudice. Please note that at the time you decide to leave, you must leave with your dues paid up in full. If your dues are not up to date, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Where is the part that you are saying? I do see where it says, we'd like you to sign a letter of resignation. Mm-hmm. I do see where it says, we'd like you to surrender your colors. I don't see where it says the thing that you are basing it on to sue her, which is, and if you don't, you will still be considered a member and we will charge you $25 a month until you sign the letter of resignation and until you return the vest and some armband. Mm-hmm. Why don't you look at it and tell me if you see it there, because I don't. Mm-hmm. Take a second.
Sure.
Is it there?
Here. You must surrender your entire jacket at the time you are no longer a member of the club and your dues are up to date and your balance is zero. With the club, you will be refunded the $40 an entire and your vest and your colors.
Okay. You are pointing, once again, to places where it says, when you quit, surrender your colors. I'll give you $40. I'll give you $40 when you return your vest. When you quit, surrender your colors. When you quit, sign a letter of resignation. Nowhere does it say, and if you don't, we're still going to charge you every single month, as though you're still a member, your club dues. So my verdict in this case is for the defendant. Good luck, ladies. This vest is going to go to you.
Okay, thank you.
You can touch these two. Don't touch the other one.
Well, as Mel Brooks said, it's good to be king, and in this case, queen, right?
Yes.
Although in this case, it wasn't so good to be the queen because you lost the case.
Well, yeah. But basically, you know, when I had my meetings, I emphasized this to the ladies verbally. You know, it's just something that's in the circuit. You know, you return your colors. And if she just had returned her colors, we wouldn't be here.
I know, we heard all that in there. But how many members do you have?
Right now, I just have 3 ladies that's positive in the club. I needed more positive people.
I mean, it sounds like fun, but the rules do sound like a little crazy to make you into the
no, not
grand
actually.
poobah.
No, well, yeah. Well, you know, that's because of my hard work. I mean, I designed the logos.
It's your club.
I did a lot of footwork, and
I think the vest touched my arm when you walked out.
Oh, well, you're in trouble. You could be fined.
Head right down this way.
You know what? I'll give you.
All right, so come on in here. How'd you like the club?
I wasn't in it long enough to have an opinion of the club.
What do you think about Miss Briggs and the whole thing?
I just want anyone who decides to join a social club, you really need to take a look at the bylaws in entirety.
Do you regret joining the club, or would you recommend it to people?
Not that particular club, no. But like I said, look into what you're going to do before you do it. That's my advice.
Harvey, what do you think?
Okay, you know what? This is a universal statement that it doesn't matter whether it's a motorcycle club, a homeowners association, or whatnot. The bylaws are the Bible, period. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case of the way into the courtroom right now.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Get 2 times membership rewards points per dollar on eligible purchases in key business categories, as well as on each eligible purchase of $5,000 or more, on up to $2 million in eligible purchases per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This is the plaintiff, Osman Ferran Perez. He says the defendant told his girlfriend he could fix his broken down van, took it to his house, and then called her and said he was sorry, but that the car was unfixable. Now the defendant can't even find his van. The guy says he thinks it was towed and is nothing but a big, huge liar. He's suing for $5,000, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Errol Cunningham. He says the plaintiff's girlfriend gave him the van to fix. He looked at it and told her the engine was no good. He told her to come and get the thing. They never did. It started getting tickets, and he has no idea what happened to it. How the plaintiff thinks any of this is his fault is anyone's guess. He's accused of bad diagnostics. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $500 for unpaid work.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Osman Ferran Perez.
Yes.
You are suing Errol Cunningham for $5,000, the cost of a van you say you lost because of him, repairs to the van, money that you put into the van, insurance, parking tickets, et cetera, et cetera. You are counterclaiming $500 for work done inspecting the van? Okay. All right, what happened?
My girlfriend owns a daycare in Brooklyn. Mr. Earl Cunningham was the driver who worked there.
Okay.
Okay. He
Could stand up, please. Did you know him before, or?
No, I didn't know him before.
And how long was he working for you?
I would say about a little over a year.
Okay, and then what happens?
I started having a problem with my van, and which he has a van similar to mine. So he said he knows how to fix it.
Whose van is it?
It's my van.
Where's it registered?
It's registered in New York State.
In your name?
In my name, yes.
Okay, go on.
So I had a problem. The car wouldn't start. So he said he knows how to fix the van because he too has the same similar van, and so he came and got the van, and then he said it will take about 2 weeks. So 2 weeks came. I called him. He said it wasn't ready. He had to change a distributor, and then it went on and on for weeks, and then he wouldn't.
Why didn't you just take it back?
It wouldn't start when I went to get it.
So he broke it?
Oh no.
Okay.
I was in conversation with her while this was happening, and every time that we would try to go get it, like one day I got frustrated and I told her, just go there with your sister and get it and tow it. And at that time is when he said he had lost the key, okay, to it, and he had to make a key for it, okay. Then he took the license plate off of it, okay. He started getting a bunch of tickets. The car's got, about $800 in change.
Do you have the tickets?
No, I don't have the tickets.
Dude, how do you come to court empty-handed like that?
I forgot the paperwork.
But how do you forget the one thing you're supposed to bring?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I have no defense as far as forgetting that part.
Where were you while all this was going on?
I was incarcerated.
What were you incarcerated for?
Medicaid fraud.
How long were you in?
9 months and 20 days.
Well, who's counting? The passenger van goes over there while you're in custody?
Yes. It was given to him to fix because normally me and my mechanic that I brought here today fix it ourselves. But what happened was, since I wasn't around, we trusted him to do this. This gentleman has just disappeared with the van.
I just don't understand. How many months was it over there?
Well, to today, it's been a year. Close to a year.
I'm just not getting it. You don't have a spare key to go pick it up?
No, we don't have a spare key, no.
And you don't just pay a locksmith $100 and get the van?
We couldn't find the van after. He said that it had been towed.
Right, but how many months was it parked there before it was towed?
About 4 or 5 months.
That's the part I don't understand. You understand why I understand why you weren't going to get it.
Right.
Okay? I just don't understand why she wasn't.
She was trying. He kept saying that he was in Florida.
But why is she buying it over and over?
She's 24 years old.
Well, what are you doing with a 24-year-old who can't figure her way out of a paper bag?
Well,
What's going on?
They brought the van to me.
They brought it to you, or
Yes.
you drove it to your place?
Tasha and the gentleman there, Jod, the one with the dread.
Okay.
They brought the van to me.
Come on up a second. I thought that.
Right.
Who is this gentleman here? Your mechanic?
He's the mechanic and the person who had to
switch. How did the van get to him?
Oh, we drove it to him.
You two drove it there?
Yeah.
All right, and if you're a mechanic, why were you driving it to him?
Because the problems, I didn't know how to fix them like that well.
Okay. All right, so you're both alley mechanics, right? Okay. You're not working for a particular, okay. All right, so then you're just out of the picture after that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. All right,
Okay.
so go on. They take it to you.
I checked the van out and everything. I told her what was wrong with the van as far as I see.
What was wrong with it?
The distributor. After I put the distributor in and I had the van running, then I saw that it wasn't idling properly. And it was smoking. I said, and I call and I tell her, is the heads going in the van? I said, come and pick the van up. She never did come and get the van. One day, her and some other girl came in the car, and I said, why didn't you take the van? She wanted me to drive it to Queens. I said, no, I'm not driving no van to Queens. Take the van because the inspection sticker were off on the van, and that's the reason why I removed the plate, because it was getting tickets.
What made you think that removing the plates would stop?
No, it was not getting ticket after I removed the plates.
No, it got towed.
Yeah. I got towed, yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
Look,
I had the idea to remove the plates so it would stop getting tickets, and then it ends up getting towed. How many months was it parked in front of your place?
It parked there for almost 6 months.
Wait, is that
Well,
true?
then why didn't she pick it up?
We tried to pick it up when she went with that girl, and that's when the keys were missing.
Where's the key right now?
I don't know where the key is.
Why didn't you bring it to court?
I didn't know I had to bring it.
Because he's lying.
Well, that would make such perfect sense, though. If you brought the key, then I'd say you're lying to her, right?
I'm not lying.
Well, you're the guy who didn't bring the tickets, so I would not like bobblehead and say exactly. Okay?
No, you're right. But he did say that he lost the key. He's lying about that.
Who's the gentleman who's with you? Moral supporter or witness?
That's a witness.
Come on up.
So if somebody leaves a van or whatnot on your property for 6 months and never picks it up, have they abandoned it?
Yeah, I think if you leave something in my house for 2 weeks, I'm not going to take care of your trash.
What's the magic number? What is the magic number for how long somebody leaves something into your house before it becomes yours, essentially?
Just a few weeks. You can't be free storage for everybody else.
Do you have to tell them, I'm going to basically take this property now if you don't pick it up?
I think you do. I think you've got to let them know you're going to get rid of it.
And you give them what, a reasonable time?
30 days.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
What are you a witness to?
When Errol had the van, he did call Tasha, tell her to come get the van. A lot of times, Tasha would never come get the van. I told her also to get the van.
You did?
Yes, to get the van from Errol. And then Tasha would say, I'll wait till Osmond comes back to deal with it. I don't feel like dealing with it.
That's a lie.
Because we didn't know where Osmond was at. Didn't know he was incarcerated. He was on vacation in Panama. That's what we were told.
For 9 months and 20 days.
Yeah, working in Panama. He's coming next month.
That is true. That is true. I was not wanting for them to know where I was at. So that party's saying the truth.
Listen.
Yes, Your Honor.
People go to prison, and it's frustrating because you rely on other people to take care of your business.
You're absolutely right.
And all of a sudden now you come out, it's a year later, and you're demanding to know where the van is and what's going on and everything else. But meanwhile, you were out, and according to your own testimony, didn't do anything for 4 or 5 months. I trusted him. No, who does that? It smacks of you don't feel like dealing with it. And then I have those two guys saying, I told her to pick it up, she's just lazy, and she wanted me to drive it to Queens, and I wasn't gonna do that. And I gotta tell you, your conduct sort of sounds like that, because it's inexplicable. What is the reason that it didn't get picked up? And there's no good answer. And when there's no good answer, and that side has a great answer, and it's because she's lazy, she just never got around to picking it up. And then there's nothing to pick up because after 6 months of sitting there, it got towed.
We tried to pick it up. He kept coming up with excuses. He would not answer the phone. We tried to tow it.
He denies that. It's your word against his.
Right.
Show me the emails that you sent him or the texts that you sent him saying, I keep trying to pick it up and you don't. Show me something.
It's okay. I mean,
is it over there with the tickets?
No. You know what?
You just have no proof, okay? In any event. You got a counterclaim? You gotta be kidding. For what?
Yeah, for my time coming out here. 500 every time I check the van out, I never get paid for checking the van.
Hey, you make $500 a day?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, prove it. Prove it. I thought you, and actually what it says is for inspecting the van. You didn't even fix the van.
I told them the van had no inspection.
Okay.
That's what I told them.
The answer is no on the counterclaim.
Here comes the plaintiff out of the courtroom on the losing end of this decision from Judge Milian. What's your thought?
Yeah, I mean, obviously she wasn't very sensitive to our story, and she, you know, and I know exactly.
You mad at your girlfriend?
No, she trusted that gentleman. She wanted that car from that gentleman. We tried to go to his house. She tried to go to her house a million times. He just lied about everything.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
All right, right down this way. Okay. All right, so come on in here. He thinks you're a big liar. Come on in here. Step on in. You're right next to him.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm speaking the truth.
Yeah, what happened to the van?
The van, I don't know. The van will get towed. We could sit there for a while. It get towed.
And then what did you do?
I tried to contact her, tell her come get her van. She never did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Harvey?
Abandonment laws vary from state to state, so you should really check your own state before you take any kind of measures. And by the way, if you're dealing with automobiles, especially with repair shops, there are special rules that have to be followed. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
I'm Livy Dunn, All-American gymnast and Viore athlete. When you travel and train as much as I do, you find happiness where you are. On the mat or on the sand, movement and comfort are essential. That's why I live in Performance Joggers by Viore. Made from DreamNet fabric that's made of 89% recycled materials, effortlessly soft and made to move as much as I do. My happiness starts here, in the softest joggers on the planet. Get 20% off your first purchase at Viore.com/Livy. That's VUORI.com/LIVVY. Exclusions apply. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Viore.com/Livy and discover the full versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
This is the plaintiff, Joanne Falzone. She says she rented from the defendant, and it soon became very apparent he was going to be a bad landlord. And as it turned out, she was exactly right. The guy would say one thing and do another. He'd talk out of both sides of his mouth. She's not about to let him get away with ruining her pool table and then not paying her the $3,200 he owes her for it. This is the defendant, David Calatree. He says the plaintiff moved out and left a whole bunch of stuff behind because it wouldn't fit in the truck she rented. He's a landlord who needed to make room for a new tenant, so he got rid of the pool table she left behind, which, by the way, was a piece of junk. If this woman thinks she's owed money, she's going to be sorely surprised because she left the place a wreck, and if anyone's owed, it's him. He's accused of hustling a tenant. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,016.15 for damages to his apartment.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Joanne Falzone?
Yes.
You are suing your former landlord, David Calatree, for $3,200, the depreciated value of a pool table plus $1,000 in pain and suffering. You have a counterclaim against her for $3,016.15 in damages that you say the home sustained that you discovered after she left. What's going on?
Well, on July 22nd, we did a walkthrough at the apartment. And he said everything was good.
How long did you live there?
A year.
And why were you leaving?
It was the end of the lease.
Okay.
And he also was trying to evict me because I owed him a half a month's rent. So so that's why we were going to court the following day, the 23rd.
Okay.
And the outcome was that he would subtract that half a month's rent from the security deposit and return the rest of the security deposit. So we have already
And how much was the security deposit?
$725.
And
security deposit.
Did you end up returning the half of the security deposit?
Yeah.
And do you have that settlement from court?
I don't have it with me.
Do you have the settlement from court?
No, they did not.
Nobody brings it to court?
I have a statement from a
No, that's all right.
witness.
Keep going. So what happens?
So then I had asked him on the 22nd during the walkthrough if I could leave the pool table in the garage. He said yes, there was no problem with that whatsoever. On the 23rd...
Why did you need to leave the pool table behind?
It's slate, and I would have needed at least 3 guys to move that pool table. It's very, very heavy. So anyway...
And on the 22nd, the day you asked him if you could store your pool table for how long?
We didn't give a definite period of time.
Why wasn't that included in the settlement?
Well, usually, they can't throw your stuff away before 30 days usually, so I was
How do you
going
know
to
that?
definitely do it before then.
How do you know
but
that?
Because I work for a company that we help people when they have problems with their landlords and
Okay.
stuff like that.
So go on.
So on the 23rd, at the court, I asked him again, are you sure I can leave the pool table there? He said yes. He said, it was very nice meeting you. He said, if there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. And that's the last time I saw him. And then 6 days later, she was babysitting for the gentleman upstairs.
Who's she?
Oh, I'm sorry, my daughter.
Your daughter, okay, go ahead.
So she was going over to the house, and there was these kids in the neighborhood were chasing her with pool sticks, and she said,
What do you mean, come on up. What does she mean chasing you with pool sticks?
They were just
Joking
wild
around.
kids joking around, like
Oh,
running
okay.
around with the pool sticks, like
They weren't
"Ah,
actually
sword."
chasing you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened?
I was like, where did you get these pool sticks? And they were like, oh, we got them from your curb. And I was like, what? And then I go back to where I babysit my old upstairs neighbor, and he said that he saw him the day before putting the pool table to the curb.
What happened?
The pool table, well, if you want to call it a pool table, which was left at the property, was pieces and parts. And Joanne said, just throw everything out. I don't want anything else that's there. Get rid of it. I have pictures. So I did the next day. I have to move tenants in.
So she didn't ask you if she could store it. She asked you if you
did
could
not.
get rid of it?
Yeah, she goes, you
So
couldn't fit it
why
in
is
the
she
truck.
suing now then?
Well, she supposedly thinks that the pool table is worth something, and there's parts and pieces of the pool table. I do have pictures of where it was seated in the garage, if you can find it.
Okay. Was it in parts and pieces?
it was disassembled.
Right.
It was disassembled. That was just where I stored it.
So what did she leave behind? Did she leave other stuff behind too, or no?
There was just a lot of debris. You'll see that it depicted in the pictures.
Why wouldn't you have her sign something that says that you're agreeing for her to leave it behind, she's agreeing for you to get rid of her stuff?
There was no agreement at that time. She just left. We had the...
Do you have a text, a phone message, an email, something to prove what you're saying versus what she's saying?
No.
May I say something?
Yeah.
On the 30th, the day that my daughter saw the pool sticks, I called David and I said, David, what happened to my pool table? And he said, I don't know. And I said, you don't know what happened to my pool table? He said, Joanne, I haven't been there in a couple of days. That was a Monday. I called the guy upstairs. He says, yes, he was here yesterday.
Do you have an affidavit from the guy upstairs?
I absolutely do.
Let me see. Who is this person?
He was my upstairs tenant.
What's his name?
Seth Gruschow.
Okay, that's your other tenant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that you have no problems with him?
No.
Okay. He says that he witnessed the walkthrough, and when they were finished, David said to them they were all set, that everything was good. Joanne asked David if it was all right to leave the pool table in the garage until she found people to move it, and he said yes, that it would be fine. The following Sunday, I witnessed him and another man putting the entire pool table and accessories to the curb. After they had moved, David told me that Alexa was not allowed to babysit for my children any longer. I am the upstairs tenant. What were the problems with her that you didn't want her babysitting there anymore?
Well, I didn't want any of her friends coming over.
Okay, why?
Because they're just disruptive, they're destructive, they leave things all over the yard. I also do have pictures of the basement.
Of the what?
Where either parties or something went on.
And what's wrong? What are those pictures going to show me?
Unfortunately, the behavior is not, the pictures will render them.
Okay, but what are these showing?
Well, with the bed that's in the basement and all the cans and so on and so forth around, obviously they're having parties down there, and that's okay. I mean, you can have your parties and have your fun, but you can't be disruptive to the other tenant, and that was upstairs at the time.
Okay, so you tell him that you don't want her babysitting for his children?
Oh, no, I said you can't. I have no right to say that.
All right, tell me about your counterclaim. Amounts. Let's go through each of the things you're suing for. You're suing to fix the garage door. How did they break the garage door?
I ran into it with their vehicle.
Is that accurate?
When we were going to court before, I took pictures of the garage, and then I brought a witness because I pulled my car up to show that my car did not, before he changed the garage door.
What happened about the garage door at the hearing? It didn't even come up?
No, it didn't.
It didn't even come up. Well,
he mentioned it, and I said I had a witness with me that would state that I pulled my car up to the garage door, and there's no way that that my car could have made a dent. And
that you did a reenactment kind of thing?
Well, she was there as a witness.
But is that what you mean?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Replace 5 trees at $10 each, because what?
The trees were damaged by dog urine.
Dog urine?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
because I asked the person who sold me the trees.
How long does a landlord have to keep somebody's property safe before they're allowed to just get rid of it? What do you think, sir?
I feel like it would be as long as the lease is
The lease is over. They move out, the lease is over. How long do they have to keep it?
as long as they want. So at that point, I think it's fair game to get rid of it.
So the landlord can get rid of it immediately?
I think so.
You buying that?
Yeah.
Immediately?
Pretty much, yeah. I'll give him a day.
Oh, you give him a day? You're so generous. Such a nice person going inside the courtroom.
But how do you know that they're damaged by dog urine? How does one know that? There's rain
the experts.
afterwards. Like, how does anybody know?
They're the experts, not me. I don't know.
What are the experts? They're, come on. Amount spent on materials to clean oil left on driveway. How come none of this came up at the court hearing? Did you ever bring up the damaged refrigerator at the court hearing?
No, I did not.
Did you ever bring up the reseeding the lawn at the court hearing?
No.
Okay, these are all things that you saw beforehand, so why should I believe that these things are damaged now? Or that you believe they're her fault that they're damaged?
It wasn't brought up at the court.
That's
hearing.
right.
It was just for the late rent.
Okay. Why is your upstairs neighbor saying that you told her that she could leave it there, and then all of a sudden you're throwing her stuff out? Why is that?
Because they're in cahoots with each other, Your Honor.
But that's why I asked you if there was a problem, and you said no.
He's going to turn around and he's going to agree with her because, they're smoking buddies out in the backyard together, so they're just going to agree with everything. And the bottom line is it's very simple.
I mean, the guy is actually, he's doing something that's pretty much against his interest, which is pitting himself against his landlord.
Mm-hmm.
Has he given you notice? Is he leaving or something?
No, he's just late every month on the rent, so on and so forth, and gives me a real hard time about it, but he pays it late.
What really happened? Did you get a tenant who said, I want this totally clean, and then...
No, there's just parts and pieces in there.
I know there's parts and pieces,
Right.
but they don't belong to you.
According to my lease, you move it out, any property left will be tossed.
Except for that the law says 30 days afterwards, a period of time in order to determine if it's abandoned, and typically judges use the period of time of 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is disassembled, it's not even taking up space, so I just don't understand. How old was the pool table?
I'm guessing...
Do you have a receipt for the pool table?
No, and that was taped at the bottom of the pool table because who's going to steal a pool table? I didn't think there was going to be...
Where'd you get the figure $3,000 for the pool table?
Well, $2,200.
$2,200 for the pool table.
Where's that paper? I just looked at something similar.
Is that the only example you have for me?
They're very hard. 9 foot, 1.5 slate inch pool tables are very, very hard to find.
I'm going to find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,500. On the counterclaim against her, these are all things that you could have brought up during the settlement and, according to your own admission, did not, and you cannot bring them up now. That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's too late for the defendant to bring up his items on the counterclaim. You step right in here, and she gets some money for that pool table. What's your reaction here?
There was never any workable pool table in that room. There was all just a setup.
All right. What kind of a tenant was this? Was they really as bad as you say they were?
I just seen a lot of disruption and very disrespect towards me a lot of times. But for the most part, what are you going to do?
Okay. You just head right around the corner this way.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, thanks a lot. Here comes the plaintiff. And so what do you feel about the outcome here?
Justice was served, definitely.
Yeah. $1,500 for your pool table, that's enough?
It's better than nothing, and that's what I would have had. And, what he did was underhanded. It's not the only thing he's done. I wasn't going to bring up everything. Nobody's complains. My daughter's a very, very good, well-behaved child. She really is. And he was always blaming stuff on her that didn't even turn out to be her fault, like the writing on the fence. She's a good girl. She's always...
All right.
I have no problems with
Harvey?
her.
Well, there are special laws with respect to landlords in terms of what they have to do. Generally, they have to notify the tenant at the last known address, give them a reasonable amount of time, and only then, when a reasonable amount of time passes, can the landlord get rid of it. If they jump the gun, get rid of it too early, they're on the hook not only for the value of the item, but penalties as well.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.